Have you ever planned the perfect vacation only to find out that the country you're visiting requires strict visa requirements, lengthy processing times, or intense screenings for Filipino travelers? Today, we're breaking down the 10 countries that have some of the toughest entry rules for Filipinos in 2025 and 2026, so you can avoid surprises and plan smarter. Number 10. New Zealand. New Zealand requires Filipinos to obtain a visitor visa prior to arrival, with a strong emphasis on financial capability and proof of return. Applications must include bank documents, employment letters, and itinerary details. The country's immigration system is thorough but fair. Processing times depend on the volume of submissions. New Zealand's landscapes and Maori culture make it a dream destination for nature lovers. The visa process includes careful assessment of each applicant's travel purpose. Officers evaluate whether visitors intend to stay temporarily. Providing clear evidence of ties to the Philippines greatly improves approval chances. Travel insurance and complete hotel bookings are encouraged. Many Filipinos apply for this visa alongside family or group trips. New Zealand attracts adventurers who seek outdoor activities. The rules are strict but manageable with correct preparation. Once granted, the visa allows a deeply rewarding travel experience. Number 9. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia and some Gulf countries require Filipinos to obtain visas depending on the purpose of travel, whether tourist, work, or religious. Tourist e-visas are expanding but still limited for certain nationalities. Many Filipino travelers visit the Gulf for employment, which involves employer-driven visa processes. Work visas require medical tests, contracts, and official approval. Saudi Arabia's cultural heritage and religious sites attract millions of visitors annually. The region's visa rules are influenced by labor agreements and diplomacy. Filipinos visiting for Umrah or Hajj must follow strict religious travel guidelines. Gulf countries frequently update entry rules based on new policies. Security screenings and document verification are standard. Tourists must confirm whether the e-visa or visa-on-arrival options apply to them. The Gulf region is transforming rapidly, especially in tourism. Travelers should check official portals before planning a trip. Proper documentation ensures a smoother journey to these high-growth destinations. Number 8. Russia. Russia requires Filipinos to secure a visa before arrival, and the process typically begins with obtaining a visa support document. This invitation letter is usually issued by accredited travel agencies or hotels. Applicants must prepare passport copies, photographs, and complete application forms. Processing may take several days to weeks. Russia's iconic cities, including Moscow and St. Petersburg, attract travelers with rich history and culture. The visa system is known for being procedural and detailed. Filipinos must ensure every form field is correct to avoid delays. Diplomatic factors sometimes influence entry rules. Tourists are advised to finalize itineraries before applying. Russia's tourism industry has expanded in recent years despite geopolitical challenges. Filipino travelers often book guided tours to simplify paperwork. The experience of exploring Russia's landmarks makes the effort worthwhile. As long as documents are accurate, the process is manageable for most visitors. Number 7. China. China generally requires Filipinos to apply for a visa before entry, and the process varies depending on the city and type of visit. Tourist applicants must prepare passport photos, bank statements, accommodation bookings, and sometimes invitation letters. Chinese consulates may adjust requirements depending on tourism policies. Processing times can shift depending on the season. China's historical sites, such as the Great Wall and the Forbidden City, continue to attract Filipino visitors. Diplomatic relations between the countries sometimes influence visa procedures. Group tours occasionally benefit from simplified requirements. Solo travelers, however, often undergo more detailed checks. China's tourism sector is rapidly growing, increasing overall demand. Business travelers must prepare company documents or meeting invitations. Filipino applicants are encouraged to apply early to avoid unexpected changes. The country's vast landscapes and modern cities make it a unique destination. With proper planning, traveling to China is both educational and unforgettable. Number 6. Australia. Australia's visitor visa requires Filipinos to undergo an online application followed by biometrics collection. The government assesses funds, travel history, and reason for visiting with strict consistency. Processing times can vary widely, especially during holiday seasons. Many travelers include invitation letters from relatives or friends to strengthen their application. Australia's natural wonders and multicultural cities attract huge numbers of Filipino visitors yearly. The visa system highlights proof of capacity to pay and intent to return. Applicants with incomplete documents often face delays or refusals. Australia also considers prior travels to Schengen, the US, or other developed countries. The process can be time-consuming but is straightforward when instructions are followed. Tourist insurance and clear itineraries are encouraged. Digital submissions make the application convenient, but accuracy is vital. Filipino workers and students in Australia also influence how visitor visas are reviewed. Despite strict rules, the country remains a favorite destination among Filipino families and adventurers. Number 5. United Kingdom. Filipino travelers must secure a standard visitor visa to enter the United Kingdom, and the process emphasizes detailed documentation. Applicants must provide financial records, hotel reservations, and a clear explanation of their travel purpose. UK visa officers often request supporting papers to verify employment and ties to the Philippines. Processing can take several weeks, depending on the workload. London's rich culture and historical sites make the UK a top travel choice. However, the visa system is known for its careful scrutiny. Travelers without previous international travel may face stricter checks. The UK bases many decisions on risk assessment models. Invitation letters can help, but financial independence is still crucial. The country's tourism sector is world-class and attracts millions yearly. Filipino applicants must prepare early to avoid delays. Once approved, the visa grants access to England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The UK remains one of the most rewarding yet challenging destinations for Filipino tourists seeking cultural immersion. Number 4. Israel. Israel often requires Filipinos to secure a visa before traveling, with procedures that emphasize background checks and intent of the visit. Applicants prepare passports, booking confirmations, and financial documents. Interviews may be required depending on the case. Israel's small size but vast historical importance make it a major tourist destination. Visa approvals weigh travel purpose heavily. Security considerations in the region influence screening. Filipinos traveling for religious tourism must provide detailed itineraries. Processing times vary and can change depending on global events. Israel's culture and sacred sites attract millions yearly. Proper documents can significantly increase approval chances. Recent years have seen administrative updates in travel policies. Travelers should always confirm the latest requirements. Visiting Israel offers powerful cultural and spiritual experiences. With preparation, Filipino visitors can explore its historic landmarks without major issues. Number 3. Canada. Canada requires Filipinos to secure a temporary resident visa before travel, and its screening system is strict but transparent. Applications usually include biometrics taken at visa application centers. The visa officer reviews financial stability, work history, and the purpose of travel. Many applicants need invitation letters or proof of itinerary, depending on their trip plans. Processing times can vary, especially during peak seasons. Canada's immigration system is highly structured, which influences the visitor visa screening. Because of the large Filipino population already in Canada, officers also consider migration risk. Travelers must demonstrate strong ties to the Philippines, such as employment or family commitments. Canada offers breathtaking nature, vibrant cities, and multicultural communities. These attractions motivate many Filipinos to take the extra effort. Preparing complete documents significantly increases approval chances. Returning travelers with past visas often find the process easier. The country is known for fair but detailed assessments. As long as requirements are properly followed, visiting Canada can be a smooth and memorable experience. Number 2. United States. The United States remains a top destination for Filipinos, but its visa requirements are famously rigorous and often unpredictable. All Filipino tourists must apply for the B1/B2 visa, which includes an online application and a face-to-face embassy interview. Consuls evaluate answers quickly, making honesty and clarity essential. They examine financial capacity, ties to the Philippines, employment proofs, and travel intent. Long wait times for interview slots are common in Manila and Cebu. Many applicants prepare months ahead to secure the earliest schedule. The U.S. places strong emphasis on proof that visitors will return home on time. This rule is rooted in decades of migration patterns between the U.S. and the Philippines. The country's diversity, from New York's landmarks to Los Angeles's cultural hubs, attracts large tourist numbers each year. Successful applicants often practice for the interview to avoid nervousness. Even with complete documents, approval is never guaranteed and depends on the officer's discretion. Filipinos aiming to visit relatives must also provide invitation letters and proof of relationship. The United States is rewarding to visit but requires precision, preparation, and patience. For many Filipinos, receiving this visa feels like a major achievement. Number 1. Schengen Zone. The Schengen Zone is one of the most desired travel destinations for Filipinos, but it also has some of the strictest visa requirements that demand thorough preparation. Filipino travelers must apply for a Schengen visa long before their trip, often securing appointments weeks or even months in advance. Embassies require proof of accommodation, round-trip tickets, travel insurance, and detailed itineraries. Financial documents such as bank statements and employment certificates must be complete and updated. The process is consistent across 26 countries, making it both convenient and challenging at the same time. Once approved, the visa allows travel across multiple European nations without additional checkpoints. This convenience is the reason the Schengen Zone remains one of the most competitive visa systems. Many Filipino applicants prepare comprehensive travel histories to strengthen their chances. Each embassy may also request additional supporting papers depending on the applicant's background. The cultural attractions of Europe, from Italy's ancient architecture to France's museums, motivate many Filipinos to endure the process. Historically, Europe has centralized border control at the external level, which explains the strict screening. Travelers are often encouraged to apply early and avoid last-minute rushes. Despite the difficulty, millions of tourists visit annually, making Europe a bucket list dream for many Filipinos. Preparation remains the key to a smooth Schengen journey. These countries are not closed to Filipino travelers, but they do require preparation, complete documentation, and early application. Visa processes may seem challenging, yet millions of Filipinos visit these destinations every year with the right planning. Always check official embassy websites before traveling, and treat the visa step as part of your travel budget and timeline. The more organized you are, the smoother your journey will be.